For a truly intrepid couple, there's no greater adventure than building a house together. And today we're about to meet an inspiring couple who have DIY'd an incredible tiny house that allows them to spend more time in the great outdoors. Hi Hilde, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. G'day Michelle, great to meet you.
Yes, thanks. Welcome here.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here and super excited to see this beautiful home of yours.
Thank you.
So first of all, what was it that inspired you to build a tiny house?
I guess it came when we became residents in New Zealand and we looked at some more permanent housing options and looking into mortgages and everything that didn't really suit us. So yeah, tiny house was a really good option for us.
I never really fancied the idea of having a mortgage, and I just liked a small house because I don't need a big house. And for me, I think a tiny house can be a permanent living solution because we still don't want to acquire any stuff anyway. So that's probably the main reason that we've been enjoying here for almost 3 years now already, and it's great. It's been perfect, yeah.
Because you both originally came to New Zealand as backpackers, didn't you, and decided to stay?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, as we were traveling around, we just fell in love with the country and especially nature. And we haven't left.
So I came to New Zealand 10 years ago and you came here about 8 years ago. We met each other down south in the middle of the beautiful mountains, and we love our hiking and going outdoors. So yeah, we pretty much started doing that together and haven't stopped. We've done lots of hiking, cycle touring, lots of adventures together.
Yeah, because of that lifestyle, being in the outdoors all the time, we always had the urge to travel and not work as much, and that is one of the reasons we chose to build a tiny house, so we would be more financially free and just lock up the door and go away for a couple months for traveling, ideally every year. And yeah, the tiny house just gives us that freedom of movement.
Because especially with all that experience backpacking, it really does teach you about how little you really need, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. When we're hiking or cycle touring, we can just live with whatever's in our bags, and it's heaps. So for us living in a tiny house, we have a lot of stuff actually.
And now this tiny house just looks great. You actually did this tiny house build as a DIY project, didn't you?
Yeah, we built everything ourselves. It was a great project. Every weekend, slaving away. It took us maybe a year to build it all.
And how did you find the process of DIY building?
We loved it actually. Yeah, we just sort of took it step by step. Most weekends we had friends come around, which made it a lot of fun, and yeah, we actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was a great experience, good relationship test. We're still together. So that's
You survived it?
Yeah, it was perfect. We just, things went quite smoothly actually. We didn't have too many hiccups and issues along the way.
And this home is obviously beautifully built. Can you tell me a little bit about its design?
Yeah, the design came as we were building. We had some friends who had some good ideas about using cedar and corner soaker. So we said, well, oh yeah, that sounds good. Let's go for it. So we bought it and we built it. So yeah, as we went along, things came about, and this ended to be the result without any idea beforehand, which is quite cool actually.
And in this build, you utilised a lot of reclaimed materials, didn't you?
Correct, yeah. We found lots of secondhand stuff at some of the places here around Christchurch. We started with just buying the secondhand windows and the doors and stuff and sort of build around that, yeah.
Fantastic, such a good way of doing it.
Yes.
And you've found a really, really nice place to park it, haven't you?
Yeah, we're pretty lucky. Yeah, we love it that we can see the cows and the horses and the pukekos, and yeah, every day is different what we see out of the window.
And you've expanded it as well. You've planted all of these beautiful gardens.
Yeah, we love gardening. We love that we can eat from our garden every day, pretty much. And yeah, just really happy with it.
Yeah, and it looks great. Who needs a supermarket when you've got a veggie garden like that, eh?
Yes.
You haven't been in a veggie store for quite a while actually, which is good.
And I really like some of the extra little details that you've built into this house as well, like the flower box that you've built on top of the drawbar. That looks so good.
Oh, thanks, yeah. I love my flowers. So yeah, I just put the request out and Michel builds it.
It's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
And what are you doing for power and water here?
We have normal power. We just looked into the workshop from the neighbor, and there's a well on this property. So we use the well water as our supply with a small water tower that gives off enough pressure for all the taps and the shower.
And what size is the tiny house?
It's 2.5 meters wide and 7 meters long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's around 4 meters high.
Great size.
Yeah.
Well, the house looks so good from the outside, and I cannot wait to see what you've built inside. Should we check it out?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
let's go.
Great,
Come on
after
in.
you. Oh, now this is just lovely. Immediately stepping in here, you're just totally hit by all of this gorgeous timber in here.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, lots of remo. We ended up with more remo than we actually planned on. The ceiling and the floor, it's great.
Yeah, Rimu is such a character-filled and beautiful timber. It really just accentuates any home, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it gives a real cozy feeling. It's very nice.
And talking about that cozy feeling, you've done such a great job of creating this wonderful little lounge nook over here.
Thanks. Yeah, we wanted to create a typical tiny house sofa which can be used for storage and be turned into a guest bed at the same time. So we made our own design and it works great.
Fantastic. Always great to have that multifunction built into the lounge space, isn't it? Because the storage is so valuable, and it is nice to be able to have an option for a spare bed in a tiny house.
That's right, yeah.
And great to see the wood stove in the corner there.
Yeah, the sparky looks nice and gives lots of heat, and there's so many different options, but this was just the one that fitted best. The way it looks and the design and the quality of it all. It's been a great purchase and really happy with it.
Brilliant. Extra storage up here, which is very important.
Yeah, it's great. We've got pretty much all our hiking and camping gear in there, and just anytime when we go away on a trip, we take the baskets down and got everything we need.
Nice and easy.
Yep.
You've got a nifty transforming table here, I see.
Yeah, the dining table, we use it as a multifunctional item as well, so we can flap it open for dining, and it's easy and nicely tucked away when you don't need it.
Very nice. And then over here we have your kitchen, and oh my gosh, the timber on this bench is so beautiful.
Yeah, we're really lucky with a friend who does woodwork and had beautiful timber left over, so he made a really nice bench top for us.
And it's nice to see here on the bench you've also included this handy little fold-up extension.
That's right. It's really handy if we have more people around to create a bit more bench space, or if we have a really good cook-up. Yeah, we can create that extra space, and if we don't need it, we'll just leave it hinged down.
And I really like the design of this kitchen. It definitely looks incredibly functional. Can you tell me a little bit about how it's all laid out here?
The kitchen layout started with the coffee machine. That's the one we bought to keep everybody happy while helping us during the build.
Very important.
So that was pretty much set in stone, and the rest was just an ordinary size kitchen, one of the demands from Hilde.
I really wanted just normal size appliances and space to cook because we use it every day, pretty much all day.
Yeah, and you've done a great job of fitting everything in well. I like how you've got the extra bench space over there. It definitely makes it very functional for two people to be working in the kitchen at the same time.
Yes, that's right. It doesn't feel crammed at all.
And it definitely is an added luxury by having the washing machine in the kitchen as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in a house without a washing machine.
I totally understand. And lots of storage in here.
Yeah, too much. We don't even use all the storage. We still got lots of space left, so that's it's great.
And we also got the toe kick, which we changed into drawers at the same time, so there's another place of storage.
You've especially done a really good job here with your stair design because you've managed to build a lot of extra storage into here, haven't you?
Yeah, we can just fit in all our clothes, all our kitchen stuff. Yeah, and it's functional to walk upstairs at the same time.
And I really like the way that you've added the Remu up here in the kitchen ceiling as well. Have you just taken the 2x4 supports and reclad that in the Remu? Is that how that's done?
Yes, yeah, we still had some Remu left over, so we sliced all the Remu in half and pretty much glued everything on the beams to give it the feature and also additional strength to the structure.
Excellent, that is beautifully done. And I really like the spice rack that you've added in there too.
Yeah, one of my favourite things in the kitchen actually.
Yeah, it turned out great because we used double wall because the shower's on the other side and we had the space. So the other was saying, "Oh, come to make there something with spices." So we just started building it, and it cladded again with Remu, and yeah, this is what the result is.
Beautiful. It's turned into a lovely little feature there in the kitchen. I really like that. And then through the door there, I'm guessing we have your bathroom.
That's right.
Great. Can we take a look?
Sure.
Oh, this is very nice. I especially like with the way that this window is positioned. It's so idyllic, isn't it? With the horse out there, it really looks like a picture window.
Yeah, it does, and it's changing every day again. It's or horses or cows. It's very diverse.
Yeah, it's wonderful to have those rural views, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good amount of storage in the corner there.
Yeah, that's right. Perfect for towels and just our toiletries and of course the compost material.
Yeah, excellent. It is great to see the Bambaloo composting toilet there. How are you finding that?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's easy. You just empty the bucket every week and doesn't need additional electricity and no fans, so it's just easy and simple to use.
Nice tidy vanity there as well.
Yeah, one of our other little second-hand finds, and it almost looks brand new, and we paid hardly anything for it. So yeah, we love those little things.
Excellent. Those little finds can really make a space, can't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Good size shower in here too.
Yeah, normal size, and we really like it that it has a bifold door, so it's good for a small area, but still normal size shower.
Also a great addition to the shower is the shower dome, because after 3 years of showering we noticed that some of the paint is coming off. And now they especially make them for tiny houses, just having 100 mm height instead of the 150.
Really?
Yeah, so that's a great addition to the shower for us.
Absolutely. And it's so cool that they're now actually making them specifically for tiny houses. That's crazy.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, I think that's it's a great solution for many.
Definitely. And then above us now we have your sleeping loft. Can we check that out?
Definitely.
Yeah, come on up.
Oh, now this is just so nice and cozy up here.
Yeah, it's real nice and cozy again because of all the remo and quite a big windows for being up here, and it's nice for the fresh air and the light. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's what you really need in a loft, especially on the summer days. It's nice that we can open both windows and just have that breeze come through. Or in winter, if we had the fire going a little bit too much before sleeping, it's nice that you can just open them up.
Yeah, and I especially like this wonderful curvature that you've got on the roof up here. How did that all come about?
Well, that just happened as we were building the roof because it's such a shallow angle and we got some braces in the roof, so that it ended up being quite a smooth end instead of having the dip point.
Yeah, very, very nicely done. So you've been living in the tiny house now for 3 years. How are you finding life here?
We love it. We still love it every day.
Yeah, it works perfect for us. It's not too big and it's not too small. It just gives you the freedom of doing stuff. We'll lock the door if you want to go on a big trip, and when we come back, you don't have any issues with neighbors because you're being on somebody else's property. Of course, it gives you the security as well. There's already somebody on the property. And it works the other way around. When they are away, we can look after the property with all the animals. It's perfect. Yeah, it's good.
And you're both such adventurous souls. You love getting out into the wilderness. So having a nice, simple, small home that's easy to lock up and lets you get out for more of your adventures must be such a good option for you.
Yeah, it is. It just saves you of having to pack boxes if you go overseas for a few months. You, as Michel said, you just lock up and it's there again when you come home.
Yeah. And especially having built this yourselves as a DIY project, you must just have such a wonderful sense of pride wrapped up in this home.
Yes, yeah. Every time, especially if you've been away for a couple of days or a week, we still got that urge that, oh, it's exciting to get back again because you know you've done it all yourself, and that gives that extra feeling which you probably don't have if you just purchase the house, which, yeah, it's a good feeling.
You've done such a lovely job with creating this home for yourselves. Can you talk to me a little bit about the budget that was involved in building this?
Yeah, of course. I think the budget ended up being close to $60,000. Of course, that is mainly materials because we did all the work ourselves. Yeah, and we're really happy with it.
And especially utilizing all of the wonderful reclaimed materials, it's just added so much gorgeous character, in addition to helping to save a little bit of money on the build.
Yes, yeah, and good for the environment at the same time, which we really loved. So yeah, it was win-win.
Absolutely. So what do you think the future holds for you both now?
Ooh, that's a tricky question. We don't really like to look ahead too far. At the moment, we're just enjoying being in New Zealand and the outdoors and living in our tiny house. And whatever comes, we'll find out in a year or in 2 years. We don't know.
Yeah, so we've lived here for 3 years now. We still love it every day, every morning when I get up and you're in the kitchen, you're like, oh yeah, it's still really good design, we planned it right. And I guess when we started building, we sometimes talked about maybe renting it out if we would be overseas, but I think we're a little bit too proud of it to actually do that, yeah.
I think the location for us is a big part. Being outside with the animals, you see cows and you see horses, and the sunrise is different every morning, so it's just nice. Especially in summer, you wake up, you go outside pretty much 9 out of 10 times when it's nice weather, and you just sit outside. It's nice and quiet. It's a nice lifestyle on a small lifestyle block for us. Yeah, it's a pursuit of happiness. Really, just every day you try to enjoy it and live in the moment.
You've both done such a beautiful job with this home. This really is a wonderful project that you've brought to life. Thank you both so much for sharing it with me.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hilde and Michel are such a fun-loving and adventurous couple, and I really love the way that they've built a home that truly encapsulates their lives. This is a great example of how downsizing a home really can upsize your life, and there's no doubt in my mind that this house is going to facilitate some huge adventures for this couple in the future. If you dream of hitting the open road and traveling all over the continent, then this next giveaway from Omaze is definitely one that you're going to be interested in. The team at Omaze are giving away an Airstream Caravelle and a 2021 Ford F-150. You can set out for adventure with your very own Airstream Caravelle 20FB that comfortably sleeps 4, as well as a brand new 2021 Ford F-150 Lariat to tow it with. You can hit the road and explore like never before. The Airstream Caravelle is perfect for trips with friends or family. Forget roughing it, because this new home away from home has all of the amenities. A memory foam mattress, a spacious kitchen with premium appliances, pet-friendly ultra-leather seating, and more. And you get to hitch it to your all-new Ford F-150 with outstanding towing and fuel efficiency, and you'll have everything you need for your next great adventure. Every donation you make goes to support the Independence Fund. The Independence Fund is committed to empowering America's catastrophically wounded, injured, or ill veterans to overcome physical, mental, and emotional wounds incurred in the line of duty. They're dedicated to improving the lives of both veterans and their families. So what are you waiting for? To potentially win this incredible prize and support a great charity, make sure you head over to omaze.com/livingbig. That's omaze.com/livingbig. Head over, donate, and good luck.